So what do last week's events at the theme park mean for Merlin Entertainments, the owners of Alton Towers and the industry as a whole?
Yes, Jonathan Gabay is a brand psychologist and joins us now. Jonathan, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Just hearing from Andrew, there's some of the details about the numbers and whether people will turn up again. Just in terms of the brand, I wonder if you think that they've got it right. Their footsteps have been in the right direction in how they've dealt with it.
Yeah, I think so far they've dealt with it in the absolute classical way, which is to be transparent, to answer questions, and to, I mean, if they've got nothing to hide, just continue being transparent. And that's exactly what they're doing. And in fact, you've just heard there from your reporter that people are wanting to go back. So clearly, whatever they've been doing, which is being transparent, it's working.
Yes, I suppose at this point in time, and this is your area of expertise, it's about reassurance, isn't it? About just what a company can do to make sure that people think they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely. Look, people trust brands because they assume that they've got processes in place that make sure that, you know, whether it's food or whether it's an entertainment ride or whatever it might be, someone's going to be looking after it. Now, of course, in this case, it's been shown that there has been a very serious error. However, Alton Towers will be saying that this is, you know, a very, very rare incident in terms of its 30-year-plus history, and they will be pushing that from a branding point of view.
Now, I know you're not here to talk about the technical side, but as we understand it, some of the issues related to information on computers, which controls the rides. That's how all these rides are controlled now. Now, that part of it is to a degree outside of their control, because there will be a check on those things. At some point, there will have to be a definitive answer, and that is to do with the reassurance, isn't it? There will need to be an answer as to exactly what happened on that ride on that day.
Absolutely, and it's quite right that there should be a call for a definitive answer. What we do know is that the company has said that they're adding an extra layer of precautions or safety, whichever way you want to call it, to the process, as I spoke about before. And so, yes, there will be calls, and it will be up to the company to show that they are doing everything that can humanly be done.
I don't know quite what you compare this kind of incident to, because it's very unusual, because so rare. Yeah. You know, an adventure park like this with an accident like this. But what about people's confidence? We were asking that question to our reporter a moment ago about whether people will come back, whether they want to go on that ride again. What about building up that confidence issue?
Again, what I think that they would do, which is what they're doing, is that they will reassure people that in terms of the history of the ride, and indeed the history of the park, well, not particularly that ride, but the history of the park, you know, they've been quite good. However, there will be reports that will come out that may suggest otherwise in terms of very minor incidents. I think their biggest issue is going to be from a branding or PR, if you wish, point of view, is when the poor lady who has, you know, had serious injuries on both her legs, in fact life-changing injuries, when pictures of her emerging from a hospital or wherever it might be, when those come out, that will be a problem for them.
Jonathan Gabay, thank you very much for your time this morning. Thank you.
My pleasure.
16 minutes past 7.